Well, Ronald, 2 weeks between games, is that a good or a bad thing for a team in form like yours?
Uh, I think it's a good one because we play a lot and everybody had some days off. And preparing now this week in all the good training sessions to prepare the best way for the Chelsea game.
Surely there must have been some frustration, though, especially after the Swansea game and not being able to kick on so soon with another match.
Yeah, but you know the schedule of the season, and if you're out in the FA Cup, then you know that you get a weekend off, and we take it, and good to have it. Of course, not good enough because we like to play football, but it gives us time a little bit to recover and to preparing well the Chelsea game.
Are there any challenges, though, for the manager to try and keep that form going when everybody's had that little time to relax in between?
Yeah, but on one side to have relax is okay, but of course from last Monday on, we're preparing the game for this Saturday and very seriously and in good sessions and we have to prepare because Chelsea is running back and they look strong and they are full of confidence and it's a tough one.
How have the players looked this week? Because seeing photos of training, it seems almost that you've had more players out there than for some time.
Yeah, I'm a lucky manager. We had this morning 25 players on the pitch, and of course it's great news to have Jay back, but also to have Florin back after a long injury time, and that's good. Of course, both are not available for the weekend, but they make the first step to be back in the team, and that's great.
That must be good as well, especially for the players in that position to kind of see a little bit more competition coming. It keeps that spirit going a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you like to have. That competition, and what I mentioned before, it's always difficult because everybody's running and working hard to get an opportunity. But as everybody knows, you can only start with 11 players.
On the subject of competition, how is that building within the squad? Because especially in the forward positions now, there's a lot of players playing for those places.
Yeah, that's good. You need to get opportunities. You have to show that, and but it's good to have that kind of possibilities for the manager because it's a hard job to make the first 11 every weekend, and that's what you like to have because the team is doing well. It's not about 11 players. The whole squad is working hard to get that opportunity, and finally, we make our decisions.
Do you feel like this little break's been kind of a bit of a marker in the season now, going into this last dozen, kind of a chance to refocus really on what is going to be the end of the season now?
Yes, of course. We had a great time in the last few weeks with good results and the team looking very comfortable. And we like to continue and we know it's still 12 to play, 36 points. And it starts on Saturday, but I think the focus needs to be for this Saturday and what happened after we will see.
Even with the focus on Saturday, though, you must look at the fact 3 games in 8 days. It's going to be quite a crucial period this next week or so.
Yeah, it's an important week. That starts against Chelsea. I mean, no Tuesday and Saturday, different opponents. But we know that we're looking forward. But always starts by the first, and the first is this Saturday.
As you alluded to before, Chelsea's starting to come into some form now after a disappointing start to the season.
Yeah, they had a very difficult start of the season, and that they are now coming back because I think it's normal, because they have good players and they have a strong team, and it looks a little bit more comfortable and looks a little bit more convinced. Chelsea, what they are showing the last few weeks, they had a great FA Cup result against Man City, and that gives everybody a boost and confidence, and we know. It's difficult. We didn't lost against Chelsea till now, but we know it's a difficult opponent, and we need to be strong. We need to be at our strengths to have a good chance in the game.
I was going to mention actually the good record against Chelsea. Does that have any bearing on this fixture?
No, but maybe they for them, of course, they like to change that, and but we are strong, and it's not. It's difficult to beat Southampton, they know, and we need to be our best to have a good result this Saturday.
Guus Hiddink, someone you know very well. How much are you looking forward to seeing him this weekend?
It's always nice to see Guus because he was my coach in PSV in Holland, and we have a good relations, and it's always nice to shake hands with a good friend.
Has he changed the way they play?
No, I think he didn't change really the system. Maybe in one or two positions he put other players because Mikel is playing more than he did in the start of the season. But the system is still the same. But of course, they're maybe a little bit more struggling about the confidence of the players. Hazard had a difficult time. Hazard is coming back, and they are key players for Chelsea, and we know.
Just finally, we've spoken a lot about Fraser Forster in the last few weeks, but there's a potential club record there for him this week if he does keep more than half an hour or so of another clean sheet. How big a thing would that be for him, or are you just telling him concentrate on the clean sheet altogether?
Yes, of course. Okay, it's nice to have or to beat records, but finally the most important is the final result, and if that is 2-1 or 3-2 or 4-3, it's no problem, a 3-point. But of course, we like to have that record, but it's not the most important thing.